Millionaire, yacht, another guy with a Lambo. Yeah, that sounds about right. It is hashtag Instagram filtered. Listen, this is just one way that you can get your audience to connect with you, by renting a big mansion, renting a Lambo, taking lots of pictures in front of it, and connecting with an audience that wants that lifestyle too. Or you can show the real you to your audience, which is going to go a lot further. One of the biggest changes that catapulted my business, the impact I was able to make, the profit that the business received because of it, was when I became really real on my social media. There was kind of a before and after pivotal moment in my life that I shared online on social media, which you can follow me on Instagram, subscribe to this channel to really see what happened and how I really shared the real stuff that was going on in my life and how it also tied back to my business. But this moment is what changed everything, because prior to that, sure, I had been sharing the strategies and the tactics and sharing some stories along the way of how I learned it. But when I finally started to get really real and raw and honest and vulnerable about who I am and my story and what was going on in my life, it's like the audience just expanded and grew so much stronger around me. Here's what happened. Earlier this year, I announced publicly when my marriage ended. Prior to this, I was showing, the behind the scenes of my life, that I was traveling and balancing that role, balancing work and play and being a wife and being a daughter and all the relationships I had around me. But I wasn't really sharing the struggles yet. And here's the thing about sharing your struggles. Even though it might feel vulnerable to share those things, and it might feel scary at times because we're worried that people are going to judge us, I actually shared this from the stage at Funnel Hacking Live earlier this year. I spoke to an audience of 5,000 people, shared the stage with Tony Robbins, Tom Bilyeu, Frank Kern, Prince EA, Russell Brunson. It was the biggest opportunity of my career. But at the same time, I was going through the biggest transition of my life. I had just announced 3 weeks earlier that my marriage ended, and I kind of announced it before I was really ready to. But knowing that this big speaking engagement was coming up that I was going to get a lot of exposure from, I needed to change my name online. And I actually have a video that you can see exactly how I did that. From the stage, I shared this story about how when I announced that my marriage ended, I felt like a failure. And I actually thought at that one point, maybe I should stop creating content. Maybe I should stop putting videos out for a while, because why would anyone listen to me when I don't have my life figured out? And in that moment, I felt really broken. But when I decided to embrace that message and share it with my audience, what happened really surprised me is that my audience embraced me, and they encouraged and loved me and supported me and encouraged me to keep pushing on for them, not just for me. If it negatively impacted me to the point where I stopped creating content, it wouldn't just impact me. It would impact all the people that were following me, that were watching my social media, that wanted to learn from me, and even the people who I wasn't able to reach yet. The crazy thing about this is that because I used that mess and turned it into my message, because I got vulnerable, because I shared the during instead of just the Instagram filtered after picture, that allowed people to really resonate and connect with me, and it grew my audience, and my community became stronger around me, which honestly was incredible while going through one of the toughest times of my life. So sure, you can choose to hide behind a filter, you can choose to even filter the words that you share with your audience, but that filter puts a wall between you and your audience where you could really have the opportunity to connect with them, to make an impact, which then can lead to that know, like, trust factor where they will then want to invest in your business or work with you or build a lifelong relationship and an important relationship with your clients. Ever since sharing and getting more vulnerable, it has really inspired me to be more open with who I am and real and raw, and sharing the good, bad, and ugly. Think of all the people that you look up to, and why do you look up to them? What do you know about their story? You probably don't just know like the after picture and that they've made it to this place. You know what they had to go through to get there. And it inspires you to continue to go through your struggles and overcome your obstacles while you're on your way to getting to that place too. So for me to know that by sharing the good, the bad, the ugly, that it could impact one person, for you to know that you could share something that might feel scary to share. Yes, there are online trolls. Yes, there are people who might pick at your weaknesses. But if there's just one person that you can impact by showing the real you to your audience and knowing the ripple effect that that one person could make, it makes it all worth it. And you have to share those things even in the times that you don't feel like it. Because if you don't, Your audience is drowning without you, and you're doing a disservice to them, not just to you. Yes, you'll hold back on your business growth and the opportunity and the impact that you could be making on people, but think of the people who are waiting for you to share that message. And if you don't, they could go to your competitor, who I have a feeling has less integrity than you do. Maybe they would get scammed. Maybe they would find an opportunity that isn't as valuable as yours. So if that hasn't lit a fire under your butt, I don't know what will. I really want to encourage you, share your stories, turn your mess into your message, share it even when it feels scary to do so, because that's the time when you're going to connect the most. The benefit of social media is that you never know who's watching. That's the most amazing thing. When I get to meet people in person, they tell me how long they've been following me for, or that this story that I shared once on my Instagram stories in a 15-second little video changed their life or made their day or inspired them to take action. It's all worth it. You never know who's watching. You never know who needs your message. That's why I want to encourage you to share it. And so if you want support in how you can get clear on that message and how you can share it more, how you can make an impact and a profit by being able to monetize that message, I would love to invite you to my 21-day Infinite Video Impact Challenge, where over 21 days, we help you to get the clarity and build this out with you. All of your offers, all of your messaging, and actually creating the video and content strategy and execute it, that you can be making money even within these 21 days. We have several students who got their YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers within 21 days and even were able to make money from putting a call to action in their videos. So I would love for you to click the link below, join us in the Infinite Video Impact Challenge, or go to infiniteimpactchallenge.com. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more weekly videos.